Are we ready? Un, deux, trois. It'd be so embarrassing to tell you how many years of French I've taken, and also let you know how little French I know. So embarrassing. Good thing I won't let those numbers out. Welcome to another beautiful night, Oyasumi. Welcome to the Oyasumi Podcast, the nighttime podcast that you can listen to at any time of day. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Sit down, have a seat, lay down, stand up, walk around, drive. I don't care what you do. Just have a good time. That's what we're here for. I hope you're having a good night. Boy, do I hope you're having a good night. I'm not so much. It wasn't a very good day today, and it definitely wasn't a very good day yesterday. I mean, look, if I were to sit here and tell you which days were good and which ones were bad, they'd be all bad for quite some time. So that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, let's get wet and wild. Oh boy. Top of the show, let's check in. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I am feeling empty. I'm feeling emotionally empty. I'm feeling physically empty. I'm feeling an overall overwhelming sense of emptiness. Inside, outside, fucking infused into my fucking hands and eyeballs. But that's just the truth. I don't feel good. And I know I say that every week, and I'm going to say that probably every week for a while, and that's just the way it is. I hope you're doing good though. Let's get through some depression together. Me and you, babe. Come on. Look at me. Just look at me. Listen to my voice. Look at me and listen to my voice, and just I want you to know it'll be okay. It's good. It's all gonna be okay. No, but I was gonna film earlier today, but shit happens. The day gets away. I had to go to work early, essentially. I got a package in the mail, and I thought it'd be fun to open it on the show. It's maybe it won't. Maybe I'll cut this out, but who knows? It's MeUndies, and they're not a sponsor of the show. They're advertised on every podcast ever made, and so I was like, let me try some MeUndies, and I went on the website and I got some MeUndies, and they came today. First grievance, I would like to air one grievance. There's a cool MeUndies rainbow patterning. There's a cool MeUndies rainbow pattern on. Oh fuck. That has my name and address and everything. I can't show that. And cut that out. There's a cool pattern of rainbow MeUndies on the other side of this that I can't show you because they covered it up with my name and address. And I'm not going to show you my name and address. What I am going to do is open this package because I'm super stoked. Where else do you get someone opening their underwear on a podcast? Look at this. Packaged. I got the little kitty cat olives in martini glass because I thought it was super cute. And it says extra dirty all over it because that's me. I'm your dirty girl. Oh shit. Ooh, these are soft. Kind of like silky. Look at that. Extra dirty. Oh, I thought they were cats. They're just olives. Oh, that's fine. There's definitely one with cats. Should I get the one with cats as well? Maybe there isn't one with cats and it's just the olives. And I thought they had little ears on them for some reason. I don't know why I'd think that. But that's dope. I can't wait to wear those. Anyway. I opened a MeUndies package. Guess what else we're doing? I have never in my life had a Bloody Mary. Not once. And I went to the market today. And they had these Bloody Marys in a can. And I thought, why not? I'll have my first Bloody Mary in a can on the show. Here we go. Let me get the sound of the... Ooh, Jesus. That went flying. Now it looks like there's blood spattered all over my bed, which I guess is going to have to be okay for now. So I've never had a Bloody Mary, essentially because I don't like tomato juice. And I don't see why anyone would drink it. I always hated the tomato V8s. The V8s that didn't have the fruit stuff in it. If the V8s didn't have fruit in it, then why have a V8? I do not like... I don't know. But let's try it out. Bloody Mary by 10 Barrels Brewing Company. Vodka with natural flavors and caramel coloring added and caramel color added. Why would you add that? It's on there like it's a selling point. And is caramel coloring good for you? I felt like it's not. Have I been lied to this whole time? And caramel coloring is actually like it increases your lifespan or some shit like that? Well, I just wouldn't know. So let's... Oh my God. That is as off. Oh, okay. The aftertaste is better than the initial taste. Oh. I like the spiciness of it. I'm just not a tomato juice person. It's kind of limey. There's lime in it. There's lime and salt, and I like that. Oh. I don't know if I like or hate this. I don't know. I'll put it there for a second. So thank you for coming. I invite you in. I invite you into bed with me on this glorious night. The moon's out. The stars are out. They're somewhere. I mean, they're hidden under clouds here, but that's okay. They're still, that doesn't, just because the moon and stars are hidden by clouds doesn't mean that they're out there. They're still out there. They're still having fun. Stars are twinkling like little bright... I mean, I don't want to say diamonds because that's the hacky thing to say, but like bright little diamonds in the sky with Lucy. I just don't know what to think about. A lot of pepper in that one. That particular sip. Oh my God. I don't know. I think it's kind of awful. I think it's kind of really bad. But I don't know. How could you not know how you feel? Welcome to my life. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. I haven't even called my dad yet. I tried, though. I tried 3 or 4 times to call my father. But I've been working. So I tried, Papa. Don't blame me. Don't hate me. Oh, boy. I swear to God I prepared material for this shit. I think my verdict is I don't like Bloody Marys. I think they're kind of fucking awful. I don't know, man. Life sucks. Life sucks and then you die. That's what they say. It might be true. It certainly has felt like that the past couple months, couple years maybe. Hello. Let's cuddle. Oh, man. Oh, I'm getting lazy. That's okay. I think this is kind of cute. Just me and you. Oh, I guess if you're listening to this, I've resorted to just laying down on a pillow, and that's the way I'm doing the podcast right now. Is I'm just laying down on that there pillow. I'm gonna record like 2 hours of this, and only 5 minutes of it is gonna be usable. It's a damn shame. Look, this is the Oyasumi Podcast, so you can stop judging me about just straight up laying down. You can stop judging me right there, because it's in the fucking name. Okay, if you didn't want this mess, then you wouldn't have pressed the play button, and I wouldn't have pressed the record button. So let's just stop it there. Oh yeah, the material. No wait. All right. First off, as I said, happy Father's Day. You know something? I went to the market the other day and they were advertising bouquets for dads. And do you know what it was? It was just fucking leaves. There were no flowers. So, I mean, I guess it's still a bouquet because you could have a bouquet of anything. It's like that episode of Futurama where they're like a bouquet of puppies, and then someone had a bouquet of puppies. I don't know what's wrong with getting your dad flowers. Flowers are nice. They brighten up the home. Don't get me wrong. The arrangement of fucking leaves looked beautiful, but there's just something about like, oh, it's my dad. He's a man. I'm not getting him anything that fucking blooms. Anything that looks slightly vaginal. I don't know. If I was a dad, I would love to look at vaginal shit. I mean, I love looking at vaginal shit right now as I stare at a sword. It's the first thing that's in my immediate line of sight is a sword. Very phallic, you see. Anyway, I don't know. There's just something about differentiating genders with bouquets. Like, I'm a father. I'll be goddamned if anything that blooms goes in my goddamn bouquet. Like, I don't know, man. It's a bouquet. Flowers are nice. Just put a couple flowers in there. The leaves are cool. It was a cool, and it was a cool bouquet of leaves. I'm just saying. Put a lily in there or some shit. I don't know if lilies go in bouquets. I don't know much about flowers or plants, really. I like them, though. It's like drinking alphabet soup. It's fucking awful. But cold. It's like drinking cold alphabet soup. Why would anyone subject themselves to this? Anyway, I don't know. Watch me in like 3 weeks go, I don't know. They really grew on me. Bloody Marys are my favorite thing. I do that all the time. I come out hardcore talking shit about stuff. And then like a year, 2 years, 10 years, 5 years, 8 years, 12, like 11 months in the future, I go, actually, that's pretty nice. It was like, I hated Frozen when I first watched it. Then I watched Frozen 2. I was like, you know what? Let me rewatch Frozen 1. And I rewatched Frozen 1. I was like, this is actually really good. So, I don't know what that tells you. Happy Father's Day. If I see one goddamn flower in my bouquet, I'll fucking kill you, kids. Ladies and gentlemen, watch me choke down this fucking Bloody Mary. Maybe it's the fact that it's a canned Bloody Mary, but it's my first Bloody Mary. There's a hint of lime in there, which I appreciate. First Bloody Mary. Oyasumi 17, I think. Or 2, depending on how you look at it. Anyway, I'm excited about my MeUndies. I thought the olives were going to be cats, though. Why did I think that? What else have I got today? Holy shit. I just wrote down luxury snail house. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I remembered it was just a YouTube video that I came across today of this guy 3D printing a luxury house for snails. And it was so goddamn beautiful. I'll put a picture of it right there. Do you see it? That's the finished product. It was super cool. And I don't know, there's no real reason for me to bring that up. Watch it. I think it's called Luxury Snail House. Watch it on YouTube. It's dope as shit. YouTube rabbit holes are awesome, but also sometimes depressing because, I mean, there have been entire days where I look at the clock. It's 8 o'clock. I spend the whole day in a YouTube. I've spent entire days on YouTube rabbit holes, and that's where it gets depressing. You know what I've been into, though, in the vein of snail houses, are these people that go into the jungle or forest or wooded area of woods and brush, and they just build houses either into the ground or with sticks. It's just, I think there's a term for it. I don't know what it is, but there's just, they just build houses out of just fucking sticks and shit, and just like dig it with their hands, and it's amazing to watch, and it's all time lapse, and sometimes they make pools by just digging into the ground and putting clay over it and they make pools. It blows my mind. Okay, there's a name for it. I don't know what it is. Bush something? Who remembers? Not me. That's in the same vein as snail houses. Goddamn snail house. I mean, I guess I knew someone had to, like, just out of probability, but I didn't think of anyone. I never have thought of snails as like a pet or something that one could keep. They're the wildest of animals. They're the one animal that cannot be tamed is a snail. Snails run wild and free. The only animal that cannot be tamed by man is a goddamn snail. Think about that. There's just this one guy who doesn't tame the snails, but the snails allow him to build them a house that they can live in. They living in that bitch from their own free will, because snails have no masters. Oh, what else do we have? Oh yeah, there were 2 stories about Disney World that I read today. One was that someone jumped off of a Disney World attraction to steal a cucumber. Now, I didn't read the article, so I don't know if the cucumber was part of the ride and they were trying to steal the cucumber from the ride, or if someone they're with or someone in front of them had a cucumber, a real life cucumber, and not one made out of, I don't know what they make ride props from, but foam, or it was a real cucumber that someone else on the ride had. Anyway, someone tried to steal it apparently and then fell off the ride. It didn't look like it was a horror story, so I feel like it wasn't the Ferris wheel, you know what I mean? So I feel like they're okay maybe, but that wasn't the good Disney World story. The other Disney World story was apparently there was this girl who wore like a crop top or something to Disney World, but there was like too much underboob. There was like a lot of underboob, and so some Disney cast members were like, "Yo, that's 3 millimeters too much under boob, good sir. So we're gonna have to do something about this." So do you know what they did? They gave her a free Disney World t-shirt. She got a free Disney World t-shirt out of it. In fact, she didn't. I read on this one. I did read on, so I do read sometimes. She was like, "Yeah, but can I have the sweatshirt?" And she got like a $70 Disney World sweatshirt just for showing a little underboob. So maybe the next time I go to Disney World, well, I've never been to Disney World, I'll just show that much underboob, and maybe I'll get a free Disney sweatshirt. I don't know, Disney. I've given you a lot of money over the years. Just saying. Maybe a free sweatshirt wouldn't be the worst thing you could send me. I've been buying your shit since the VHS days. Give me a $70 sweatshirt. I'm a Disney Plus subscriber. I want my sweatshirt. Hey, you can just dump that out. You can just dump that Bloody Mary out if you hate it so much. I paid good money for this. It's $11 for 4. Luckily, the other 4 I got were margaritas because I knew I wasn't sure I was gonna like this. So, does it ever bother you that Edward Scissorhands is not Johnny Depp's only major role, being a barber man barber? A barber man. I'm running out of steam right now. Maybe I'll continue this in the morning. And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. It's morning now. Anyway, it's always nighttime. All right, children of the night. The other thing I was going to talk about is The NFL, actually. And I know 2 episodes ago I talked some mad shit about sports, and I stand by that statement. The story today is about the NFL. This guy, he's from the Actually, I don't think it's the Oakland Raiders anymore. My whole life, it's been the Oakland Raiders. I've known them as the Oakland Raiders. And now they're the Las Vegas Raiders, not even in the same state. I did always find it strange that Oakland had a team and then San Francisco had a team, the 49ers and the Raiders, because I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to the Bay Area, but it's not Oakland is not far from San Francisco. In fact, it's not the same place, but I mean, it's as close as you're going to get. It's right there. It's like, what a small, you're in San Francisco, you close your eyes for a minute, you open them, you're in a Uber, you're in Oakland. Well, I mean, why does New York have to have 2 teams? I mean, in baseball, right? They have the Mets and the isn't there another New York baseball team? There's Mets, the New York Mets. Who fucking knows? Who remembers? But I guess the Raiders are in Las Vegas now. I don't know why they're not called the Las Vegas Booze Shits or the Las Vegas Early Morning Shakes. They kept the Raider name. You can change it to whatever you want, right? I don't know how any of this works. Anyway, NFL, first openly gay person to come to first person to come out and be openly gay while actively in the NFL. I mean, there are people who've come out afterwards, I think. But this is the first person who has come out. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. Anyway, which is cool. Carl Nassib, from the Las Vegas Raiders, came out. I watched the ESPN, the YouTube ESPN channel about the story, and it's funny. Even it was two women, right? They did an excellent job reporting on it. But every time they said gay, they said the word gay. They were like, and Carl Nassib is gay. I swear to God, it wasn't quite like that, but it kind of I don't know if they were. I think it was like, I don't know if they were. Maybe it wasn't quite like that, but that's the way it sounded. It just there was they had this little extra. It was like they were saying they had this little extra. I don't know, this little extra oomph to the word gay. I don't know if they were wrapping a pill in bacon. Do you know what I mean? Like, to make it. They're like, yeah, Carl Nassib is gay. Because I mean, their target audience is, homophobic, which is not okay. I was gonna say, which is fine. It's not fine. That's not okay. But it's. Anyway, Carl Nassib come out as gay. Seriously, that's awesome to have the first openly gay player playing and being gay. Apparently his teammates were like, awesome, dope. Maybe they were like, we knew. But he gave a bunch of money to the Trevor Project, or I think it is the Trevor Project. Anyway, it's an awesome program. And yeah, man, happy Pride. Let's make the NFL fan base less homophobic. I'll probably never call myself an NFL fan. If a game's on and it's interesting, I'll watch the program. I think it's been like 3 Super Bowls since I've seen the Super Bowl. So I haven't even seen the Super Bowl in like 3 years. But it is a big cultural. I mean, cultural's maybe not the right word, but it's a big event in America. It's a happening, a happening that I don't give a shit about, but it's, it is fun to watch. There was I had a coworker once who kept calling the Seattle Seahawks the Seattle Sea Chickens in front of me. I was like, that doesn't, and he kept doing it, and I was like, that doesn't bother me because I don't care. And it's like he was convinced that someday it was gonna get to me. I don't even know who is on the team. I don't know if they're good. I just live here. Okay. That's the problem with wearing sports like a sport. I have a San Francisco Giants hat because I love that. I went to a game when I was a kid. My grandfather sang at it, and so I've just been I like the Giants in that I love San Francisco. That's just who I would root for. But I don't follow the games or anything like that. But sometimes I wear the hat, and they're like, they try to engage, and it's just I know nothing, and I go, ha ha ha, yeah, and I try to get the fuck away from that situation. I had the time of my life, and I hurried on to you. I don't know, man. Kind of depressed this morning. Sun's out, which is good. I want to go out and enjoy it, but I'm going to do some inside things, unfortunately. I'm taking a train tomorrow. Taking a train. Going back to my parents' house. So maybe the next episode will be live from my parents' house, or live / not so live from my parents' house, because I definitely won't be there by next Tuesday. But maybe I'll do a special episode. But I get to take the train tomorrow, and I rather enjoy taking the train. It's a very relaxing thing, and because Seattle and Portland aren't very far from each other, and it's like a 4-hour train ride, which is about what. Well, I guess it depends. I guess that I think it's usually 4 hours though. It's a relaxing affair, It's a super relaxing affair, and I like to get a coffee. I like to sit down. I like to watch the landscape as it rolls by. I listen to train noises going to sleep sometimes. There are people whose whole life is trains, and I'm not. Like, my dick doesn't get hard when I see a train, but when I'm on a train, it's just awesome. It's relax. I mean, sometimes you get sat next to some real special characters, but 8 times out of 10, it's just smooth sailings. You can fall asleep. Again, you can go get coffee. You can grab a beer. You can grab a Bloody Mary if you want, if that's what you're into. Not so much what I'm into. I was on a train one time, and it was early in the morning. And I was going to get a coffee, and the guy in front of me at the bistro car was like, "Oh shit, maybe they closed down the bistro car for COVID. Shit. Oh man, that's most of the fun." Anyway, the guy in front of me at the bistro car was like, "Hey, could I get a Bloody Mary?" And the bartender, oh my god, this fucking guy, he was like, "Bloody Marys are my specialty. What do you want? You want vodka? You want, what do you, I think he offered to put gin in it. I was like, I don't think that's the recipe, dude. Anyway, he was like, I make it with this. This is going to be the best Bloody Mary you ever had. And so hearing that, that's what was like, oh, maybe I would, this was years ago too. I was like, maybe I would like a Bloody Mary. And I almost ordered a Bloody Mary before that guy, but I really needed a coffee. Anyway, not before that guy, but after that guy had his spiel, I was like, maybe this guy really does make the best Bloody Mary. It's like, yeah, here's what I do. I put the tomato sauce in it. I don't think it's tomato sauce. Whatever. I use these peppers. I hope you like it spicy. I just make my I just make my Bloody Marys really spicy. I was like, well, it's kind of up to the guy, right? I don't know. I'm not a bartender. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could be a bartender. Maybe I could. Maybe I would love it. Maybe I would love it more than anything. I don't know. Anyway, he was just super stoked about his Bloody Mary, and then the guy got his Bloody Mary. I was like, that was, and it took like 8 minutes, I want to say, and I was just waiting to order a coffee for 8 minutes for this guy to make a fucking Bloody Mary. Say what you want about the guy, but he really did take his time making that Bloody Mary, which one would assume that he put some care into it. Then I got my black coffee and maybe a breakfast burrito, and I went back to my seat. Trains are fun, dude. If you haven't been on a train, just do it. You don't have to worry about traffic, especially if you're just going from Portland to Seattle, Seattle to Portland. Easy peasy. I wish there was a late night train so I could take it. You know what? I'm not even going to get into that. The Seattle Sea Chickens. Who gives a shit? It's a sports team, man. I don't even care. I'm a nerd. I don't even care when people call Gandalf Dumbledore, in a teasing way. Was like, you're telling me that you know the difference. So, Dumbledore from Lord of the Rings. By telling me that joke, you are also telling me that you, in fact, know the difference between Dumbledore and Gandalf. Okay? So, why don't you go fuck yourself? So many games are being released. So many Pokemon games. I haven't played Pokemon Snap yet because I don't have a Nintendo anymore. Maybe I'll get one. That's what I love about Nintendos is they're only $300 as opposed to the fucking, what is it, $600 Xbox, which I still want to get. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to get the $600 Xbox whenever they become available. And I know I bitch about that all the time, but it's only because it's annoying. I'm not going to pay someone's $900 price because they fucking snagged it before me. I'm waiting for retail, motherfucker. I mean, at this point, they're just going to come out with another Xbox. By the time that they have enough to where it's in stores and you can just buy one. This is fucking bullshit. Anyway, that's the show. I hope this was a relaxing time. I hope it was an slightly entertaining time. I'll be back next week. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being great. I'm going to create an email so that if there are any listeners out there who want to email me questions either for the show or just, I guess, personal questions, I guess. If I get the name, it's going to be the Oyasumi Podcast at gmail.com. I don't know if that name's available. I'm hoping it is. We'll see. Anyway, that's been the show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Oyasumi. Have a good night.